Hello guys, welcome back to my TutorTube Tech. Today I am going to teach you client server architecture. Now allow me to tell what actually the client server architecture actually means. In the client server architecture, all the important informations are recorded in the server itself, almost all the things, and from there those who like to have certain type of information they require, they extract from that server, and those are meant to be a client. However, in order to perform this, all these client and server need to be a same network. For example, if you remember last time that I have shown you how you can transfer file in between mobile phone and desktop or computer through software data cable and FileZilla. Now I want to show something to you that could be helpful for you in order to understand client server architecture. Moving on, see over here, last time this is the addresses that is provided by software data cable, and this is FTP address of my mobile phone. Afterwards, inside my mobile phone there is a folder called SD card, and inside SD card there is movies, and inside the movies there is index.html file. I think you have known this type of home underscore Islington College learning HTML from my previous tutorial, isn't it? Now I want to tell something about it. This file I have been extracted from my mobile phone. However, the actual file of this is not in my laptop itself, rather than it is in my mobile phone. So from here what you can understand is my mobile phone is the server itself, and now this laptop is client. Likewise, if your computer also exists in our network, and if you provide same URL in your laptop, then you will also get the same file, same output. Now this also simplify the things regarding your domain name. If you provide a little bit mistake in your domain name, then your particular website won't be open. In a similar way, if you provide some information, slight mistake in this URL, then you won't be getting the actual file that is existed in my mobile. So this also make you clear that how actually domain name works. Domain name actually exists in some kind of server which contains similar kind of sizes of file, and it proceeds towards folder, and wherever the file is located it extract and show it in your browser. I think you get it what actually the client server architecture. The best example I will tell you regarding client server architecture is the Facebook. In the Facebook, all of the information that you have stored, like pictures, videos, or any kind of text that you write over there, they are located in the server of Facebook, and whenever you proceed towards it, the all of the information that you have provided to its server, that you will extract in your computer. Now let's move towards the second slide that tells you regarding intranet. In the intranet, all of the computer remain in the same network. For example, in this given figure, the major source of information is kept in a server and it is providing its information to its respective computer, but it is not necessarily be in such a way. It can also be if you are playing Counter-Strike in the LAN, and it is also a format of intranet, but this is also the one. Okay, now allow me to explain you a little bit more. For example, in a simple organization, if there is a payroll system, okay, in the payroll system all of the information regarding the employees are recorded in the finance department. All of their salaries, taxes, bonus and etc things are kept over there. So that kind of information I think is not required by any other personnel beside that organization's some department, isn't it? So while preparing such system, they only access their information in the intranet. Now this is extranet. Over here the informations are exchanged within their network and a little bit away from them also. The best example regarding extranet what I could provide to you is regarding banking transaction. For example, if I have opened my account in one of the branch of any bank, then I can go towards the another branch of the same bank and extract my money, or I can perform my transaction. However, that is not possible if I go toward the another bank, isn't it? Because I have opened my account in a bank, not in that another bank. So what I mean to say that the information of my account number of my personal account is registered in their server, kept in their server. So whenever I go toward the any branch of the same bank, they can extract the information of mine from the particular server. So it could be a best example for you regarding extranet. Now next is internet. Internet is actually the combination of all these type of intranet and extranet. Okay, some of the information either it is proceeding to others, or in some case it has also been receiving some kind of information from the other server also. So this kind of phenomenon is meant to be a internet. Now one of the interesting fact regarding client server architecture can be seen in Bit Torrent File Sharing also. It is also meant to be a point to point. In this case, I think you have downloaded mostly movies, videos from the torrent, isn't it? And from there, while downloading any kind of videos, you precisely go for the number of seeders. Wherever you see a maximum number of seeders, you begin to download it, isn't it? But do you know what actually the seeders are? The seeders are those persons who are helping a lot to other in order to download that particular file. Now allow me to explain how actually it happened. For example, suppose I have uploaded a video in BitTorrent, okay, and after that, for example, this person is downloading my video. Then after a certain period of time, this person is also downloading it. While he is downloading, what it mean to be that, for example, if this is downloading, at that point he has downloaded 10%. Okay, now this computer, this person will download some of the file from this 10% and the rest of the file from my computer, from the server I have uploaded over there. Now, while this person like to download that file, then what it could be like? It would be like this person downloads some of the file from my uploaded file, and whenever this computer reaches, I think it has been downloading file from my around 20%. In the same way, this might reach up to a 5%. Now he will download file from this computer also and this computer also. So now I think you are clear. If this person is downloading the same file, then what it could be? It will download some of the files from this and rest of the others also. In this way, what do you think? The downloading phenomenon, isn't it a bit faster? So it is quite interesting. Now let's move how to prepare website. The website are prepared very stepwise procedure, isn't it? See how it is prepared. It is going very stepwise. Now let me explain one by one. At the very first, there would be a body. Okay, now after the body, I like to have wrapper in my website. Then after preparing body, I will make wrapper. So you may get confused what actually a wrapper is. So let me explain you through the Facebook itself. Wrapper is the thing that you see while you are logged in Facebook, and you will see some news feed in the very center. In your right hand side there would be a chat box, and in the left hand side there would be your profile picture, and below there are some of the links over there. But the things that you see in the center is a wrapper. Now I will have same kind of wrapper, the website that I am going to prepare. After the wrapper, I will be having header, and after the header I will be having main. I am representing this section as main in order to show you the most important information, the most precise information, the most unique information throughout this website for this particular page is kept over here. After that, I will be having footer. Now I will be working inside the header. After having all these things, now in the header I will be having navigation bar. Along with that, within a header I will also be having logo for the website that I am going to prepare, and I will also provide the website name over there. Now after doing a lot of these things, I will proceed toward the main. In the main, I will provide a division within which I will provide 3 different column information. It might be related with other navigation bar, but I will provide such type of information in the very first. Likewise, I will provide next division in which I will be having image of the CEO of this organization and some of his slogan over here. See how I am doing, how I am preparing a website. I am not preparing a website very haphazardly. I will be preparing it in a stepwise manner. Okay, let's move on forward. Previously, in most of the cases, while having such type of header, footer, main, we will be using a lot of div, and inside div we will be having attributes such as id, class or name in order to specify what kind of div actually it is, whether it is header, footer, main, or whether it is for navigation bar. So it used to be quite tedious and time consuming. Now this kind of things has been replaced by HTML5 tag. For example, in the step 3, 4, 5 and 6 can be tagged with HTML5. Let's see what are those 3, 4, 5 and 6 steps. So for that thing I have to proceed backward. Now this is step 1, this is step 2. Now we do not have any HTML tag such as wrapper. So if we like to have wrapper, then you have to provide simply div tag, and inside the div tag you have to provide some CSS stuff, and then it will come in the center. However, we now have HTML5 tag, that is header for header section, main HTML tag for main content, footer HTML tag for footer section, nav for the navigation bar. So you can count some of the HTML5 tag, isn't it? Header, main, footer, nav, etc. Now let's proceed forward. I think you get it. So we have also HTML tags such as section, heading, paragraph. So step 10, 11 and 12 can have section, heading and paragraph. So if you are curious what actually 10, 11 and 12 stuff are, then step 10, 11 and 12 are these 3 columns. Okay, we can have these columns through section, heading and paragraph. So in order to provide boundary for that one particular column, you have to provide section HTML tag. Inside section HTML tag, now I would like to have heading of the particular information that I want to reveal. After heading, I will be providing paragraph, but before that I want to acknowledge you, we can have heading up to H6. I mean to say that we can have variety of heading from H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Okay, afterwards I can be having paragraph and then end of the section. I think you got it what I actually want to depict, isn't it? Afterwards, now let's proceed towards the other HTML tag. Here, if I like to have some information that is bold, then I can provide it inside HTML B tag. For the italic, HTML I tag, and for the emphasize, that is simply EM. Preformatting tags. Preformatting tags are defined by PRA tag that preserves both spaces and line breaks. It means to say, last time have you ever tried while providing learning HTML or hello world, for example, last time the information that you have kept inside HTML tag body, for example learning HTML, I think you have only provided learning one space HTML, and while you see in that in browser, you will get the information in a very similar way, learning one space and HTML. But have you ever think, if you provided learning and provide 5-6 spaces and HTML in your text editor, and whenever you see in your browser, what it will be like? Whether it will be learning 5-6 spaces then HTML, or simply learning one space HTML. In that kind of thing, there will be only learning one space and HTML. However, if you like to have learning 5-6 spaces and HTML, then you can simply have it through preformatting tag. For example, if you write such type of code inside HTML tag PRE, after providing a long space, I hear the footsteps crawling by, watching myself slowly die, sharp cane is impelling, then after 2-3 spaces through my heart, and in the next line there is slowly tearing apart. So in such case, you will be getting the same information, and this is the information that I have extracted, screenshotted from the browser. Next is quotation. So frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. One of the favorite dialogue of the movie Gone with the Wind. So if you like to have quotation mark or inverted comma, then you can have it through HTML tag Q. I have provided this HTML tag Q at the very beginning due to the reason that it would create a bigger problem while you work in server regarding the inverted comma things. So it would be very easy for you if you provide HTML tag instead of providing default inverted comma. That's why for that thing I am preparing from the very early. Next is figure, image and image caps, figure caption, sorry. So what these things do actually? Now allow me to show. In the figure I am providing this figure HTML tag in order to create boundary for my image and the figure caption. After that I am having the image location. So while providing image in the web page, you need to have img HTML tag. Along with that, you need to have attribute src. Within the src, you need to provide value, which meant to be over here is the destination of the image. So now we have to be able to show that where our image is actually and in which we are working at. By viewing this code, what we have to depict is that we are working in index.html page. The reason behind that is in the index.html page we provide pages, images, css, javascript folder. We do not provide other file along with index.html. That's the reason we are working in the index page. Now we can provide some information inside that figure caption. Now it is revealing that this is the image of Canis lupus. Now let's see what actually is Canis lupus. So over here, have you seen something regarding the image? Now one thing you need to be very assured of is that whether this image is relating to the image file name. Does this wolf relate something regarding the scene? Isn't it? It doesn't provide any sense. The scene.jpg, whenever you see scene.jpg, you might be thinking it could be some beautiful imaginary image, but it is quite contrast. The reason behind this is I want to say something you while providing your image name, it should not be one name that is not understood by other or that it manipulates the other. Sometimes you may find images in the name of img underscore some number 054 something.jpg. This should not be a case. The file name should be very accurate and precise. Instead of providing scene.jpg, it would be very good if you provide wolf.jpg. Next is link. So when a person like to provide a link to a particular page, then it is possible through HTML tag A and its particular attribute href. So in the href we will be having the location of our file. For example, in this from this slide also what it is mean to be that we are working in the index page. Why? Because while linking the own file, we does not require any pages name or any other things. We simply can provide the actual file name where we are working. But the about us page is inside pages folder. Okay, so while having the link, we have to provide pages folder and its respective pages name. Next is regarding listing. We have various type of listing: unordered listing, ordered listing, definition list. Now let's say what actually is unordered listing. Unordered listing means having the information in the unordered functionalities. See over here we are having three different information, 1, 2, 3 with the same type of bullet. But have you ever imagined if there are more than 19 or 20 information and you like to have some information that exists in 11, then isn't it quite difficult to get the information that is actually existed in point 11? So in order to resolve such type of listing, there has been developed ordered list. In the ordered list, you can have information very precisely: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can have our listing information through li. The simply exchange of the information in unordered listing is ul and ordered listing is ol. Moving forward, next is definition list. In the definition list, there are definition term and definition data. So for the definition term, we can have various definition data, and this is not widely used I have ever seen. Next is HTML tag small. The small HTML tag is mainly used for copyright things, that is mostly existed in our footer section. So whenever we write such type of information, copyright and some information of our year and the website name, then we can have it in our website. There is slight mistake over here. I haven't provided 2015 in my code, but in output we are viewing 2015, but I think now you can consider it. However, you may get amazed by seeing copyright symbol over there, isn't it? So such type of symbol does not exist in our keyboard, but we can reveal that information in our web pages. So there are some of HTML code that result out such type of following output. If you like to have space, then we can have it through ampersand sign and BSP semicolon. Now once again allow me to recall regarding that learning 5 space HTML. I have shown you one solution regarding HTML tag pre, but that also can be performed through N and BSP semicolon. If you provide learning and ampersand sign and BSP semicolon 5 times and HTML, then you can have your desired output learning 5 spaces and HTML. Next is for lesser sign, ampersand sign, and afterwards copyright sign, registered trademark sign. So the respective HTML code you can see in the left hand side. Okay, now you may be amazed that this ampersand sign, lesser sign is in the keyboard itself. Then why do we require HTML code for that? Sometimes it may arise some difficulty while viewing in the browser. sometimes the ampersand sign itself and does not uh, read it by the browser itself as ampersand sign. Rather than reading this ampersand sign, it read as this ampersand sign. So the browser get confused and it will depict other information than you desired. Now these are the HTML tags that has been discovered till now. There are 117 HTML tags that has been developed till date. Among these HTML tags, some are supported by all browsers, some are supported by only Google Chrome, some are supported by Google Chrome and Firefox, some are supported by only Opera, some are only supported by Safari. These kinds of things are happening. The reason behind that is these kind of markup language has been discovered by W3C. But in a similar way, the browser also need to adapt it, isn't it? So I will tell you what each and every HTML tag actually perform in the next video tutorial. So till now, I think you have been getting some of the information regarding web technologies, very initial type of learning, isn't it? I think you are getting what actually you are interested for. So I will be looking forward with you all in the next video tutorial with all these HTML tags, what they actually do and in which context it support, in which it doesn't. Okay, now I think this is for today. Have a nice day ahead. Good day. Goodbye.